Ever wondered how narcissism, like an iceberg, lurks beneath the surface of society, often unseen until it's too late? This invisible yet potent force is pervasive, often hidden beneath a veneer of normalcy until crisis strikes. Let's consider the tale of the Titanic as a metaphor. This grand ship, a symbol of human achievement, met its end due to an unseen iceberg, much like how unchecked narcissism can lead to societal downfall. Now imagine the entitled upper-class men on the Titanic. When disaster struck, they prioritized their own survival, locking away vulnerable passengers and departing in half-filled lifeboats. Their actions, driven by ruthless self-preservation, are a stark display of narcissism. They discarded any semblance of empathy, their actions guided by an inflated sense of self-importance and lack of concern for others. Just as the Titanic was undone by an iceberg, society too can be disrupted by the unseen threat of narcissism. But what if I told you that narcissism isn't just a trait of the neurodivergent or the mentally suspect, but a potential response of anyone in a crisis? Yes, narcissism, in its own twisted way, is a survival strategy, a reaction to scarcity, a desperate bid to be the one left standing when the dust settles. But let's be clear, it's not a strategy that's confined to the neurodivergent. It's a strategy that can kick in anytime nature decides it's the best play. Take the Titanic, for instance. Narcissism didn't exactly save the day, did it? The ship had enough lifeboats for everyone, but the destructive delusion of scarcity, the narcissistic need to survive at all costs, meant that many were left behind. So, the lesson here? Destructive delusional narcissism based on the assumption of scarcity can afflict all of us, not just those we might consider mentally suspect. The Titanic had enough lifeboats for everyone, but narcissism and panic ensured many were left behind. Does our society's upper echelon, the privileged, the entitled, the rich, exhibit the same susceptibility to destructive narcissism? The Titanic's tale, a microcosm of society, reveals a startling truth. Just as the ship's elite claimed the lifeboats, leaving the less fortunate behind, those in positions of power and privilege might be most susceptible to narcissistic behavior, particularly during times of perceived scarcity or crisis. The illusion of scarcity, real or imagined, can trigger a survival instinct, a ruthless self-preservation that often manifests as narcissism. Those at society's pinnacle, accustomed to abundance, may panic at the first signs of scarcity, hoarding resources at the expense of others. This destructive narcissism, if unchecked, can lead to societal disaster. It's not just the neurodivergent or the anxious who are susceptible. The Titanic tragedy shows that anyone, regardless of their mental health status, can fall into this trap. The Titanic's tragedy serves as a stark reminder: unchecked narcissism, particularly among those with the most power, can lead to societal disaster. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports the channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to stay updated with our latest content. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.